Every star wants to take things international. Being famous in your country is well and good, but WWE star Gunther wants to take his career to the next level and see what else he can do. First on the agenda, he moved to America, and next, to truly become global and stand out, he lost weight. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Gunther's move to the USA, so stay tuned. First off, WWE star Gunther has decided to make a big move to the US. Gunther, formerly known as Walter, has finally decided to move to America after hesitating for quite some time. When the WWE Champion appeared on the episode of Out of Character that was released on Monday, he was asked about the change of mind. Gunther responded by saying that he'd enjoyed his life in Europe and still preferred it over the US because the way of life was completely different. While he still didn't think that it was for him, he now has a steady life in America, and he wasn't keen on complaining, despite the fact that this America was never his first choice. But he couldn't have just stayed in Europe for the rest of his career. Gunther said that even if he wanted to, in the back of his head, he was aware that sooner or later he would move to America, and so he did. Usually when a profession's chosen, you stay at one point which is comfortable enough to work properly and not move for the rest of the career. But that's not how things work in professional wrestling. No matter what, whether you're going up or down, you can't stay stagnant. When a wrestler starts their career, they either develop or drop, and this is because of the extreme competition continuously going on. Moving to America helped him take a different route and bring more attention to himself. Secondly, Gunther talks about why he waited to transition into the US. Gunther moved to America, leaving Europe behind, and he had an important reason for doing so. But if moving continents is so advantageous, then why didn't he do it before? Gunther was, of course, asked about this, and he mentioned that he wanted to wait things out. At the time when Gunther first got the opportunity to move to America, he wasn't the only one. A number of athletes moved from Europe to the US, also looking to develop their careers. Many young wrestlers wanted to fight in the WWE or other places. Anything to be recognized, really. Gunther described the whole period as a gold rush. Gunther, understandably, wanted to stay out a bit, but that would have been hard had he done what everyone else did. He said that while everyone jumped on the first opportunity, they did it like it was their last. He had thought it was better to wait things out. The wrestler stated that he felt like going to America at the same time as others would mean that it won't be anything special. So as long as it happened in the end, he waited for a time that would benefit him the most. Third, why is he losing weight to make an impression in America? While it was quite surprising that the wrestler recently lost a good amount of weight, this incident is heavily connected to his moving to America, just like he stated that he preferred Europe. Gunther also said that he always liked the chunky look on a wrestler, like Scott Norton. When Gunther was known as Walter, this was exactly what he went with, as in his personal opinion, it suited his style of fighting. But now that he moved to America, he decided that things had to change if he was going to secure himself a notable place in this new environment. Gunther said that he had to do his part and show everyone that he was adapting. He added that showing people that he was putting in the work to change was the obvious choice. Not to mention, he would be on the main roster now. It was a show that was watched not only by hardcore wrestling fans, but also by a number of other people. In Gunther's opinion, his current form would appeal to this audience more than his previous one. Finally, Gunther is ripped and ready for a new challenge as he tweets, Florida. No matter the reason, one thing's for sure, Gunther has completely transformed his body from an intimidating heavyweight to a ripped champion, ready to take on all challenges in the ring. Then he was asked about it. Gunther admitted that he lost about 60 pounds to completely remodel his physique, and seeing as he wants to keep his position on the global stage, he won't be stepping anytime soon. Gunther took to the internet to show off his new and improved body by posting a tweet with a picture of himself and the caption, Florida. Naturally, he was met with awed fans, giving their praise and support for his hard work. It requires hard work to be able to do such a thing, and they recognize this. One person stated that the dedication put into this was incredible, pointing out how it required a lot of commitment. This means not only hard work, but also a constant check on diet and overall fitness. Some people wondered whether he had been encouraged by the WWE bosses, but these rumors were immediately dismissed as he confirmed that the weight loss was by his own decision. Now, in other news, Nathan Frazier's back to feuding with Giovanni Vinci. Nathan Frazier had been on a roll, but everyone knows that wrestling is a dangerous sport. Once you decide to get into the ring, you can't complain about any injury you get, and it often takes a while before competitors can rest between matches. That's exactly what happened to Nathan, who ended up with an injury on June 10th. The exact details weren't made public, but it was during the fight against WWE Next Champion Carmelo Hayes. The North American must have done a number on him. Nathan's from the famous Black and Brave Academy, and the 23-year-old calls himself the prodigy of pro wrestling. Whether he's actually going to make a mark isn't really clear yet, but he started by moving from Next UK to Next in May. After recovering, he quickly made his official return at Vinci's match with Andre Chase. Vinci got a pretty clear victory, one where Frazier had to make the save because he wouldn't stop beating him, but it also sets the stage for a Vinci versus Frazier match. Frazier's last appearance before getting hurt was when he won against Santos Escobar on June 7th, and Vinci showed how good he is. It'd be interesting to see who comes out on top in a match between the two. Secondly, Sammy Guevara to return to Fight for the Fallen for first fight in 4 weeks. Bryan Danielson just made waves after making his return to AEW Dynamited after 2 whole months on the sidelines. But President Tommy Khan had even more exciting news for fans. Jericho Appreciation Society member Sammy Guevara would also be making a comeback. He announced the exciting news through a tweet saying 2 of wrestling's top athletes will go one-on-one. The wrestler will be going up against Dante Martin. Khan mentioned Dante's win on AEW Dark against Peter Avalon. He also mentioned Sammy, saying that it'd be the wrestler's first fight after being thrown out of the cage by Eddie Kingston. Guevara already made a surprise return and helped Chris Jericho win the Barbed Wire Everywhere match in a revenge story against Kingston. He helped Kingston's stretched plum submission, which let Chris use his Judas effect to beat Eddie. This was after the pretty embarrassing scene 4 weeks ago. It was during the Blood and Guts episode. The Jericho Society was up against Ortiz, Santana, Kingston, and the Blackpool Combat Club. They were dealt a crushing defeat, with Eddie throwing Guevara off the roof of the structure right into some tables. Finally, is WWE going to be sold? And if yes, to who? The McMahon family is like the first family of wrestling, seeing as Vince McMahon controls WWE. He was also its CEO and chairman, but recent news shocked everyone as he announced his retirement. He's still the majority shareholder though. Other than Vince, his daughter Stephanie McMahon, her husband Triple H, and Nick Khan also have top management positions within the company. And recently, WWE stock experienced a sudden increase, making people think that it might be sold soon. For now though, it looks like everyone got wound up for no reason because a report by CNBC says that they're not looking to sell. But the report also said that Vince taking a step back might mean that offers start pouring in, and eventually one might be too good to resist. CNBC also listed some top companies that might be interested in acquiring the dominant wrestling force. Disney, Warner Brothers, Discovery, Paramount Global, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Comcast might soon be lining up with lucrative offers. Apart from the cable and streaming giants, it's notable that Discovery already airs WWE's competitors, AEW, on TNT and TBS. And that's a wrap for this video. What do you think of Gunther's comments? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And we'll see you in the next one.